Ceann Comhairle, a new Dainamid Cóhrón agus tugamid ómós de bhirt bhall den teach seo, a drastal ann le honóir agus le gradam. Befu agus sméir agus gabúin le Brennan McGahon agus le Seymour Crawford an Foréigean, agus bhí siad temáinte go gcúrthach an síochán a réim as an Uileán seo. Mar bhall den Áras Parlamentach Britáinach Éireannach, d'oibrigh siad ar chúl stáitse an seo i London, agus chun cardis idir an dáthaimh a chur chun cín, agus tuiscint níos damhne a chothú. Teachta dála dúthreachtacht cróga a ba iad ar éan, a chur go mór le saol agus sochaí ar tíre. Ceann Comhairle, in politics as in life, it takes courage to swim against the tide. It's one thing to stand up for your principles when they are popular and widely accepted. It's quite another to stand up and speak out when your views are unpopular, or when you go against the views of your colleagues, especially when there is considerable threat to your life. Brendan McGahon's career of public service was defined by his political courage. He was a man of principle and a man of great personal courtesy. He had friends on all sides of this chamber, and in fact, he once remarked that sometimes he got on better with those on the other benches. Notwithstanding, he was very much an admired and respected colleague in Fine Gael, and colleagues valued his integrity and courage. The history books record how Brendan McGahon stood up to the Provisional IRA and shone a dark light on their dark deeds and cruelty. He famously refused to close his newsagent shop in Dundalk during the funerals of hunger strikers in 1981, despite threats to his life and limb. And throughout his career, he excoriated the Provisional IRA for their violence and their hypocrisy, and he gave voice to their victims. A teetotaler himself, he was disgusted by the glorification of alcohol and wanted greater punishments for drink-driving offences. I had the opportunity to meet with him on several occasions, but while I didn't agree with all his positions or all of his views, I certainly respected them. He opposed the abolition of the death penalty, as well as the decriminalisation of homosexuality. But at the same time, he supported the introduction of divorce in certain circumstances and defied the Fine Gael party whip to vote against hair coursing. Brendan showed the same tenacity and determination in the Dáil as he did on the football pitch at an earlier time in his life, playing for Dundalk FC. Between 1982 and 2002, for nearly 20 years, he represented the people of Louth with distinction, and he was a tireless advocate for the economic development of his county, and I think he'd be rightly proud of the progress that has been made in recent years there. Sadly, his wife Celine predeceased him, so we offer our condolences today to their 5 children, their extended family, including Councillor John McGahon, who is known to many of us in this House, and his considerable number of friends. Ní bheith lehéad an Oireachtas. Ceann Comhairle, in a distinguished career of public service, Seymour Crawford was a peacemaker who used his considerable expertise to serve his community, his constituents and his country. For 19 years, he represented the people of Cabamonaghan in this chamber, and we benefited enormously from the considerable experience he had as a farmer, a director of the CBF, and as Vice President of the Irish Farmers Association. It gave him unique insights into agriculture and related issues, such as animal welfare, drainage, the beef industry, and I know his advice was much valued during the particularly difficult GATT negotiations. One of my colleagues, Minister Humphreys, has described him rightly, I believe, as the best Minister for Agriculture we never had, and I think that's a very fair description. A gentle giant, Seymour was passionate on so many issues, including education, the care of the elderly, rural roads, tourism and social welfare. And with a good sense of humour and a natural humility, he knew how to bring people along with him and how to strike a good deal. He was perhaps most at home in his constituency office in the Diamond, files all around him, putting his considerable skills to the service of his constituents. And as a bachelor politician, he was truly married to the job. For 14 years, he was a member of the British-Irish parliamentary body later serving as Vice Chairman. And as a Presbyterian from a rural border community, he knew all about the different traditions on the island, and he played a crucial role during one of the most important periods of the peace process, bringing his unique perspective to the table. Peace and reconciliation were his overriding concerns, and he did much to develop understanding and trust between North and South. On a personal note, I had the privilege of working alongside Seymour during his final term in the Dáil, which was my first. And I know that I wasn't the only member of the current government to listen and learn from him prior to his retirement, and to enjoy his company in the members' restaurant on a Wednesday night. So today we offer our condolences and sympathies to his niece Kirsten, his nephews Andrew and Alistair, and his extended family and friends. Oireachtas go raibh anam dílis.
Thank you, Taoiseach.